They said they'll make a blue post when it's live? Wait, I thought they said to... I feel like I misinterpreted it. They said they'll make a blue post when it's live? Oh, later in the day tomorrow. God damn it. Whatever. Love it. Anyways, good morning. Yeah. What's the strat? Is it rank 1 void strikes? Or void rituals? Also, by the way, I just have... Who are void rituals for? Yo, what up? I understand that they're not for me, but I'm seriously asking. These are like delves too, but with worse content, right? Like, would they have not been better off making another delve?
Cannot hold back the light bloom forever. Cut down anything you can.
They're awful, right? Okay, I'm not really them. I'm really, like who? Rituals are a success. Like, how many people are doing it? Yeah, I mean, like. I mean, it's just awful content. I was actually planning on doing delves today for mine because it gives me pretty good source of myth crests. I need to figure out like what's my best I need to figure out what my best bonus roll for this week is on my evoker. I guess it's a way to farm heroic gear instead of only Mythic Plus. I mean, you can farm you can farm heroic gear through delves though. Like, has the 100% drop rate started yet? No, they said they were going to apply a hotfix later today. It would take like 45 tier 1 rituals for heroic piece. Yeah. I mean, that's not... I feel like that's not really even a thing, right? Hey, good morning. Yeah, sounds good. I'm not playing until then. I mean, yeah, like, realistically, there's no extreme need to do it before the 100% drop rate. It's weird. Okay, so yesterday I was saying that this is one of the dumber implementations of the drops for the weapon shards, right? The void shards? What are these called? Yeah, the void shards. The reason that I thought it was dumb wasn't because the drop rate from content sources felt wrong. It was that it was completely invisible on something that came out on like week 8 or week 9 of the patch, right? Like I actually didn't mind the drop rates. Instead, like, can you imagine if it was something that instead of it being invisible and random, you could actually see your progress on getting the next one? Like that to me felt like that was a more appropriate for something that is in this part of the season. Lets you buy the balance thing? No. If you get Delver's Journey level 9, here we go. Let me see, I'll show you. So if you're doing a Bountiful Delve, and you have Delver's Journey level 9, you have, I would say, about a 25% chance of just getting a heroic track piece of gear out of the delve. I'm not 100% sure that's the number on it, but it's something like that. I'm not even talking about the NPC. So there's also the NPC vendor. Like, just straight out of the chest, though, you can get given a hero track piece of gear. But there is also the NPC. Delves actually give a lot of hero track gear. I don't have delves unlocked. Or not delves. I don't have prey unlocked at all. I am strictly anti-prey. Aren't they making a 100% chance from dungeon later today? Yeah. Like, I'm just logging in for content, right? Just to yap on stream, have some fun for a couple hours. Then I gotta go probably in about 2.5 hours I gotta go. But yeah, I just wanted to stream a little bit today. Voidshards. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, the abundance and void assaults and void strikes and prey. Those are all, in my opinion, content that I. Okay, so my issue with delves is that I think delves could be a lot better, right? Like, I think delves are actually kind of close, but I think delves could actually be a lot better. The problem that I have with, like, some of the other systems that I just listed is, like, I just don't... I don't see who it's for. Like, I recognize the fact that it's not for me, but... Like, I have a couple friends who both of their fathers play the game, and they're not out here doing fucking the abundance and ritual strikes. Like, I genuinely just, like, I don't know who it's for. Like, it's one of those things that, like, I can't figure it out. Good morning. Can I say people were complaining so much about having to grind the shard? People cry? Oh, yeah, I mean... Yeah. My issue with it was, like, the implementation of the system was pretty stupid. The needing to do content to actually get Voidshards complaint, I do not understand that one. You're just having so much fun with this casual content? Yeah, it's great. Open world gamers? I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, the people that I was referencing, like, they would classify their dads as, like, open world gamers who enjoy things like I don't describe them as delve mains, but, like, they're like delve mains, right? Like, that's their fucking MO, and they're not out here doing goddamn prey and void strikes. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Who's this shit for? The RNG aspects will frustrate for me. I think it's the fact that it's completely invisible. I think that, like, if it was like, all right, collect 100 void shards, and then you can convert that into one. Collect 100 ascendant void shards, and you can convert that into one of the void cores. But you got ascendant void shards from every single piece of content that you did, right? That way you're able to actually track what's going on. I think it would be way different than it being, like, invisible. I don't mind that it actually encourages you to do a bunch of different content streams. I think that that part was the interesting part. I think the implementation of this was the part that I was like, eh, this is maybe could have been a little bit better done. Nice video. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Tier 1 ritual size? Probably not after the changes. If I had to guess, I would guess that you're just gonna get it through the natural course of like playing the game, right? Some of those dad gamers, CE, Mythic Plus, PvP, 2 people too. Yeah, exactly. And those people that I was referencing are like, I would describe them as Delve mains, but they actually do a lot of Mythic Plus. But Mythic Plus, I would say, is probably the #1 game mode that they're doing. Still, which is funny. Yeah, the patch isn't out yet. Ritual size are probably still the best way of doing it, but this shit is brain draining, right? I think tier 11 delves are pretty quick. The thing with tier 11 delves is like, if I'm doing a tier 11 delve, I might just instead do a Mythic Plus dungeon, like like a level 12 Mythic Plus dungeon. And the reason for that is because I get more crests out of that, right? The brain drain grind. Yeah, like I did. Yeah, I mean, I made a video talking about this today about like how I've been feeling about the expansion so far, which is it's interesting because like I'm of two minds. Like I've actually really been enjoying it and been having a lot of fun, but I also noticed my interest kind of wavering. And then I think back on older expansions and my interest basically never wavered, right? Okay, Shadowlands it did. Shadowlands fucking sucked, but that expansion was just bad. But like Dragonflight was my interest never wavered in the middle of Dragonflight. BFA, Legion, kind of all the same way. God. Yeah, dude, multitasking works as solo content. I can stop and go as great. Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish the solo content in World of Warcraft was better. Like that is actually kind of my fundamental like desire. Is like I wish the solo content was designed in a way that like I could log in every single day, and there like I used to do a lot of solo content, right? Whether it be things like world quests, and I think world quest was like obviously one of the biggest ones. You know, I would do like legendary farming, you know, stuff like that. I actually did a decent amount of like solo content for a long time, but now I feel like the solo content is just kind of, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know who it's designed for. Like the delves, I can get in on delves, right? It just feels like none of the solo content actually has any deep progression. It's all very it's intentionally designed to be incredibly narrow and shallow in terms of the content delivery. Can someone confirm what is this? I haven't fully upgraded the myth track on my trinkets. Oh, I have no idea. You crest save like that? I have absolutely no fucking clue. I don't think they need to make Mythic Plus like solo. Like I don't think they need to make solo keys a thing, but it's more just like, yeah. The labyrinth. I mean, the labyrinth could be interesting. I'm not like holding my breath on the labyrinth like being content that's like exactly designed for me, but I do think that like delves. I think delves are really close to being good content. The Delve Labyrinth is, yeah, 12.1.5. We don't really know anything about them. I like Delves. I think, whenever I say that I think that Delves have room for improvement, I'm talking about the exact point of, like, the content that you're doing inside of a Delve is not the best content. It feels like a world quest, like an instance world quest is kind of how Delves feel to me. And I think that they could be better. Like I was bitching about the ritual sites, but the only difference between a ritual site and a delve is the fact that you don't have Valera. That's the only difference, right, between a ritual site and a delve, and it's just like... And the rewards from ritual sites are, like, really bad, right? So, yeah. Ritual sites are... That's kind of how I feel about delves. Like, I think delves could be better. Nah, the patch is not in yet. Delve should feel like a solo adventure more than a world quest. Yeah, exactly. And I think if they can capture that kind of feeling, they're like, it's like, I think delves are, like, close. It's just like, I think if they're designed, I think if the content is designed a little bit differently, it would feel better. But I don't know. I can't exactly put my finger on it, right? You'll just do Mythic Plus and a delve with 3 people. I don't know. I don't think the content from delves are actually, like... To me, delves really feel like a fucking... Really feel like a world quest.
Our enemies will fall.
What is this from? Oh my god, it's from now. Oh my god, now with the raid. Dude, your short content seems like it's been fucking popping off lately. Posting 5 Guardian Druids and getting nerfed. Why? Okay, why are you guys thanking me? Why aren't you guys thanking the Chinese group that did it? Listen. You guys can all make Billy accounts and comment on their video. No. Now is the short king. I have met that guy in person. That guy is not short. He's also jacked too. Look. I'll even find the VOD. That way you guys can go. That way you guys can go comment on their Billy video. Hold on, I'm looking. Alright, here you go. Is 100% drop? 100% drop chance patch live? Not yet. TY for getting bear nerd. Hold on, was this copy paste? Smile. Alright, there you go. Alright, posted. Minus social credit. Listen. It wasn't me. I didn't post it. I wasn't doing it. Although I will say, whenever I saw it happen, I was thinking, huh, it would be nice if I actually tried this myself too. You should Google Translate it into Mandarin. Maybe. Yeah, I think that Blizzard's not in the office yet, so I thought the patch was gonna be happening with Reset, But I think it's going to be happening with, I don't know, whenever they get in the office and have time to actually implement it. Squishing a Wu Tank did some 20s too? Yeah. Dude, that is insane. I actually... Interestingly enough, I'm not 100% sure that they actually needed to nerf... Okay, Guardian Druid was OP. Guardian Druid was OP. But, like, realistically... I guess a better question is, why can you zone into a Mythic Plus dungeon with 5 tanks? Is that not weird? It's kind of like the concept of being able to zone into a Mythic Plus dungeon without a healer. And whenever we see that in some seasons... But it's kind of like, why is that allowed to happen? Also, the timing of that nerf felt a little bit weird. It felt like they kind of panic nerfed Guardian Druid after committing to not nerfing Guardian Druid. That whole entire saga felt a little bit weird.
Stay here and recover.
It needs a rework so bad. No Apex and tier is kind of useless now. Yeah, that's. I mean, they already said. I think they said that they were going to nerf. Or they were going to be looking at like reworking it in the future to make their Apex talents more viable.
Don't waste this.
Although I will say something that's kind of interesting is I have seen so many more people coming out of the woodwork with the desire to play Guardian Druid because it is piss easy, which is interesting. Something about the concept of Bear being only 2 buttons and not that punishing has made DPS players believe that they can and want to tank. It also does damage. Yeah, that's also probably part of it too. Yeah, I think. Oh, okay. Obviously, the fact that it's good, I think is a big deal. Scratch maxing, yeah. Hard to fuck up. Pressing Rash and Moonfire only, and then Iron Fur. Kind of interesting. Makes tanks do damage and DPS players will play it. Yeah, I've actually changed my thoughts a little bit after having seen the situation with Guardian Druid. Like, I think that I'm completely down for them to allow tanks to do infinite fucking damage, with the caveat that you can't play more than 1 tank in Mythic Plus, right? Like, if there was actually just like spec locking or class lock or role locking, I guess it was a better way of describing it. If there's role locking in Mythic Plus where you actually can't zone in with multiple tanks, but then you just make tanks do infinite damage, I'm pretty sure that's like, all right. Cool. Fine with me. It's intended to be higher damage. Okay, what was that post about? Surely they didn't mean that, right? Like, that to me just... That was, like, the most... Like, I read that and I was really confused. Like, doing more damage than other tanks isn't a niche. It's like... Like, what? No, the Delve drop is not 100% yet. I'm just doing it because I want crests. Wouldn't that also mean that DPS players wouldn't play anymore? Okay, right now, if I had to guess the number, I would say there's probably somewhere between like 7 to 10 DPS players per tank player in the current like ecosystem of the game. And so that's why it's hard to get into a group as off meta. It's why you know, every single time you're playing with the tank is, they tend to be the lowest IO in your group. The qualifications to get into a group as a tank are way lower because there's just not any fucking tanks. Terrible.
Stay here and recover.
I don't think it's 30 to 1. I think it's probably somewhere like 10. But it just is so bad. Like, and stuff like that is actually the reason that it actually makes it harder to place off meta specs in Mythic Plus. Not easier. Well, you know, playing off meta is kind of a multifaceted issue, right? with it being so easy to gear up like alt characters, and there being basically whenever you have an alt, instead of having an alt, you actually have a second main in a lot of instances. In the concept, or in the theory that like since you have two mains, the expectation is then that you're going to be playing the best stuff all the time. That's one of the reasons that, you know, being like a one trick has kind of fallen off. But another reason is, in my opinion, the fact that whenever tanks have basically their pick of the litter for like whatever the fuck they want, they're gonna have the ability to be able to take basically bottom meta comp every single time, no questions asked. To be fair, you can get carried as DPS to good IO a lot easier than a tank can. I think that this might be a hot take, but I'm pretty sure that everybody's about the IO that they should be. I don't think anybody's like you know the people that have been boosted and stuff like that. Everybody knows somebody, but like realistically, like if you're not actually buying a boost, everybody's about the IO that they're supposed to be.
Pace, my pleasure.
Did the fix go live? Not yet. Probably later today.
Gather yourself.
But I think in general, like tanking and healing is by far the biggest bottleneck right now for this season. Some seasons a tank is always the hardest role by a lot, actually. I think mostly because the hardest thing to do in a Mythic Plus dungeon by a significant amount is actually gathering trash packs and you have to gather trash packs every fucking season, right? There's no season where your tank isn't gonna have to gather a trash pack and not get melee to death while gathering. That's just how the role works. And I think the responsibility of every single pull, you are 100% responsible to whether or not, like, almost your group, like, lives or dies in a way, because basically if you die as a tank, you just immediately wipe. The tank just has the most agency. Kegels would have went hard this season? Oh my god. Kegels would have died so fucking much. I think that this season, too, is, like, a lot of the difficulty actually isn't in the timers. Most of the difficulty is in tank survivability and heal checks. At least at the higher end, right? That's almost where all the difficulty is: tank survivability and heal checks. Like, there's very few. The only dungeon, in my opinion, that you're depleting to the timer is Alg. Hot take: Mythic Plus should be more of a boss rush mode. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the reason I like Mythic Plus is because I like to do big fucking AoE. Like, I'm kind of like I'm better than no man. I like to just do big damn, and doing AoE allows me to do big damn. That's pretty much it. Like, if I wanted to hit a patchwork fight, I'd go do raid. I go do raid in classic. I'm trying to AoE.
Pesky magic.
Skill cap on dynamically adjusting routes on the fly is huge too. Yeah. I mean, I think the skill cap of tanking is also just ridiculous. I think that role is really fucking hard to play, which is why it's been kind of interesting to me to see a bunch of DPS players be more interested in re-rolling to Guardian Druid, because Guardian Druid lowers the threshold of, like, spec knowledge. And so then it's, like, mostly in becoming a good tank. Which that is, in my opinion, that's also the fucking hardest part, is being a good tank. Yeah, most Mythic Plus bosses are also fucking snoozers. Oh, nice. I'm bonus rolling this delve.
The pleasure is mine.
Is hotfix live? No, I just got fucking lucky. No, I just got incredibly lucky. You like that? I thought that was sick. I was stoked. I've never wanted to quit the game more than I have when I run into a pull on a +20 and just instantly die because I'm a shit tank. I actually hate myself for literal days. I don't think I'm good enough for this. Dude, that is like the biggest fucking problem with tanking. That was my biggest complaint about tanking, is that 100% of your enjoyment in tanking, there was never like, holy fuck, the thrill of the pull, the thrill of being able to survive a hard pull. It's, oh, I survived this hard pull. That was the expected outcome. And if I don't survive this pull, I have single-handedly depleted my key. And it's like 100% of your enjoyment is backloaded into your ability to time the key, and you never have moment-to-moment enjoyment. Like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, the thrill of not dying. Like, there's no thrill. Like, congratulations, you did your job. That was the part that I was like, oh my god. And then I was just in purgatory with absolute animal DPS, and it was just, that was the worst. And I was trying my ass off, and they were only there to grief me. Like, please, I'm begging, be better. I survived this hard pull once, and now I need to survive it every time. Yeah. Yeah, like the first pull of Alg. Oh my god. It's not like, oh wow, you survived that hard pull. It's, good job. You did your job. It's like, okay, good luck. Oh, fuck. Me, when I survive a demon pull, have literally nothing left, and then the DPS player has the audacity to type, go big, I have cooldowns in chat. Dude, it's like, I'm sure, like, you do the first pull on the left side of, Nexus Point Zenith, and your DPS, your Demon Hunter, and your Augurvoker are like, you gotta fucking chain. And they're like, you gotta fucking chain. The crack is in my fucking veins. I'm in my void meta. My duplicate. You have to chain the fucking pull. And you're sitting there, you've just got your ass eaten by these defenders, putting this heal absorb on you for literal like 45 seconds, and you're out of cooldowns, and you're like, how in the fuck am I supposed to chain? And they were like, chop chop, tank mob. They start spam pinging, yeah. And you know what? You know what you have to do? You know you have to chain as well, because if you don't chain, you're actually just losing 30 seconds. And so you're just like, it's like the most insane fucking experience. And then nobody ever compliments you. Instead, congratulations, you've done what is expected. Is that not the most insane fucking thing? My void meta. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's insane too, because like the tank is aware that if they pull quickly, that pull will probably die 15 seconds faster. And so they're so incentivized to pull quicker, but it also feels like complete shit because you have just gotten your shit pushed in for 45 seconds in Bloodlust.
My Farstriders cannot hold back the light bloom forever. Cut down anything you can.
Tanking is a thankless job. That's why I think tanking pugs is actual misery. Tanking in a 5-man, I actually think that tanking in a 5-man is actually a lot better. Mostly due to the fact that you're constantly improving as a group, right? And your DPS probably aren't going to be twats to you in a 5-man, but taking in a pug, you gotta have something wrong with you a little bit, I think. Like, that is holy bug. Yeah, tanking with the homies is completely different, right? Tanking with the homies is like group experience, right? Tanking in a pug is like, holy shit. What's your IO at? I don't know, let me see. 3910. I got region best Nexus point. My region is a bunch of frauds. Somehow I got region best Nexus point in a pug last week. I no voice pugged a... What even is this under? I no voice pugged a 21 Nexus point Zenith. We timed it, and somehow that was region best Nexus point last week. My region is a bunch of frauds. But I'll catch that shit and take it to the bank. Meanwhile, Andy Bruce timing 23s. I'm out here with my region best on a 21. Plugged my way to the same IOS titles. Dude, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's something like 75 22s have been timed on EU and like 6 have been timed on NA or something fucking ridiculous. Let me see. Okay, so 20 Pit of Saurons have been timed on NA. 20. Or no, I say Pit of Saurons. 22s. 2022s have been timed on NA, and 114 have been timed on EU. Oh god, what is China going to be?
I fucking hate Tells being
139 have been timed on China.
Fuck you, Tells.
This shit, our region is ass. Are shards 100% drop rate yet? No, not yet. The game must be easier in EU. No, my region is bad. Thank you for the resub also, Arceus. Why do we suck on NA? 2 employed. That's a good question. First off, NA is a smaller region than China and EU. And of the people who take the game... So it's a smaller region just in general, but fewer people on NA take the game serious compared to Europe and China. I think it's a large portion of it. Like, so if you account for player-based discrepancies, there are like still twice as many Hall of Fame level guilds on EU than there would be on NA, for example, right? Like if we there's like probably 4 times as many Hall of Fame European guilds, but if you account for player base, it's like it's probably like 1.5, something like that. Like we just do not take the game that serious. I don't know for what. It's always been like this though. Like we've always, for as long as I've played the game, taken the game less serious than Europe. And you even see this in the race world first, right? There's a reason that Echo and Method aren't needing to recruit a bunch of NA players, but Liquid is needing to recruit a bunch of European players, right?
I fucking hate Tells being happy. What a dickhead. Fuck you, Tell.
Same with League. Yeah, maybe. Oh my god, Sense, thank you for the resub. But yeah, it's like, so it's not, I don't think that there's like a intrinsic like skill differential, but I think it's like, of the people who play the game at a high level on NA, most of them take it way less serious. And they just don't, they're unwilling to try that hard, which is unfortunate. So our region just sucks.
Stay here and recover.
There's also like a lot, in my opinion, there's a lot of apathy on NA with the people of like, why even try to play if I'm not going to be the absolute best, which I think is a really bad mindset. You're playing a fucking video game for fun.
Gather yourself.
Did you see EX Boss added custom TTX text? What? They did what now?
Nuke.
Does this work? Pounce.
Pounds.
What in the fuck? This add-on is so broken. This add-on is literally so fucking OP.
I'll take that.
EX boss abusers. Listen, if you're gonna use some radar in the Race to World first, you're not allowed to talk to me about abusing EX boss and Mythic Plus. I don't want to hear it. And I do it again.
Your pain, my pleasure.
Smile. Dude, some people have like insane issues with the EX boss. I've seen some people also complaining that it like disables their fucking chat in the dungeon. It seems like it's not a very optimized add-on, let's say, sometimes. Oh, now's in direct contact with the baker. The add-on giving him feedback. Oh fuck, that's sick. Who makes it? I was talking to the guy who does the English patch the other day, but I actually don't know. I actually don't know who makes the actual add-on.
Stay here and recover.
Flawed. Well,
Shadows protect you.
I'm dead. EX boss is definitely planting a virus. I don't give a fuck, honestly. Listen, if it's gonna make my Mythic Plus dungeons easier, I'm down for the virus. Fuck it. I mean, I think it was more just like I don't know who. I actually just like don't know who made it. Like I don't know the person. I didn't know if he was like a. I didn't know if he was like a notable person or not. John X Wind. Is 100% drop rate still live now? Nah. I'm just doing delves for the fucking vibes because I'm bored. Pretty much. As a tank player? Yeah, not mine. I disabled all the tank bullshit. I gotta remake mine now with custom TTS alerts. That's fucking sick. Does the interrupt tracker work? I don't know. I disabled it forever ago, but... Is it gonna work? Oh. Man, turn that shit off. Does it even work anymore? I have no idea. Secretly made by a Blizzard employee. Holy fuck, that'd be funny.
Stay here and recover.
I saw some streams of some Chinese POVs where they actually had a working interrupt tracker, but I don't know what they're using. Does anybody have like a working interrupt tracker?
Gather yourself.
You play Dev for a season? If Dev was OP, yeah, I don't know. I want to bring Dev. I told my guild I'd be down to play Evoker if it was broken and Moonkin sucked.
Tails meowdy.
I fucking hate
Meowdy.
Tails being happy. What a dickhead.
Thank you for the
Fuck
resub. I don't mind Evoker. I think Evoker's fine. Mostly under the contingency of like if it's OP, right? This is maybe not the best contingency for consistency in a guild. Because like I don't like if Moonkin's OP, I don't really want to play Evoker that bad.
Your pain, my
Blizzly interrupt tracker works. Okay, is that the strat? Is that what I should download? I've never tried dragons. I find Dev to be significantly less fun than Og. I like Og, but how do you say sane playing a spec that has fake damage meters? I don't get validation and enjoyment in the game based on my performance on a damage meter. And I know I'm doing big fucking damn, so
gather yourself.
I can always just look at it later. Yeah, my validation comes from score go up. And like, listen, I'll click on a log after the fact and see my damage and be like, I'm a fucking beast. No thoughts. Like I don't need the damage meter in the middle of, I think that looking at a damage meter in the middle of a run is also just completely, you're like griefing yourself. But like, I don't need to fucking damage meter in the middle of the run whenever I could just like click on this log after the fact and be like, oh shit, Ogle's kind of doing damage. Or I guess I wasn't doing damage in this one. Click on the log and oh shit, Ogle's doing damage or whatever. Doesn't really matter. I don't get any dip. I wasn't doing damage in that pit, Sag. I gotta be better. Dude, the spec is so fucking hard, man. I just gotta be better. Quickly close that log. Oh, my damage is mostly fine. Pulls up a 17. I don't know what I just fucking clicked on, man. Listen, look, you want to see my fucking log calendar? Let me open back up my logs. I just like clicked on a random log. That's my guild calendar. Why the fuck did I just do that? Personal calendar. Dude. Logging is the fucking devil. Duplicate situation? Yeah, the duplicate situation... yeah. It's, the spec is hard, and you're very reliant on your tank. I don't know if I've played a spec this sweaty before.
Stay here and recover.
Is the drop hotfix out yet? No. Into an unpulled pack? Yeah. That rarely happens. I feel like that only happens to me in, like, Pit. It only happens to me in Pit, and it only happens to, like, the shitter yellow mobs.
Your pain.
I don't think I've ever, like, had it, like... Okay, I did it on the beta. I had it pull, like, a fucking like, random pack. I don't think I've had it pull, like, a random pack before. Timeout before chaining? Well, I mean, if you're a pug, yeah, you're never getting them to chain fast enough. The thing, too, that I find hard about AUG is, like, the decision-making behind when you're Like, sometimes I can get the second duplicate out, but it's like... There's actually sometimes where I'm not supposed to, and those are the points where I'm like... It fries me. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Those are the decisions where I really find the spec hard. And then, obviously, I think that, like, just rotationally it's, like, really fucking annoying, but... My friends are gaslighting me to think AUG is easy. No. AUG is easy to understand.
Gather yourself.
Like I think that like it's got the Devour Demon Hunter thing where it's not that many buttons and like understanding what you need to do is like not that hard, and then you try to play it and you're like, this spec is fucking hard.
Stay here and recover.
I do also tend to agree that AUG should be easy. AUG has historically been quite easy too.
I'll take that.
Which I think is yeah. Like Dragonflight and War Within AUG was very, 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 very easy. And this one is not it. Maybe I'm just gonna high roll. Alright, I got nothing. Dude, I'm bringing this Evoker to Dorky Raid this week. Maybe we'll kill Paladins and I can get a Litany. My trinket situation's kind of sad. That's the worst bit. Or maybe I can get an Seer or something. I get Flame for using Litany's good. Drums go hard though? Yeah, drums are pretty good. I'm not mad that I'm still using drums. I mean, this trinket's pretty decent. I would use Seer or Litany over drums, but... Yeah, AUG is simple, but the... Optimizing the rotation is hard, currently. Normally, I would say optimizing the rotation on AUG is very fucking easy. Like, historically, it is very easy. What's that character painting add-on? The chonky character sheet. Here, I'll show you guys, like, for the non-AUG players, I'll show you exactly why it's like, kind of fucking hard. How do AUG sims work? I don't fucking know. I'm gonna be honest. I vibe pick my gear. Are you breath maxer? I do whatever feels right in the moment. Honestly, I feel like I send that shit at like whatever I feel like at that exact point of time. Like completely fried space. Three dupe? I mean,
Flower is dangerous.
I don't even think three dupe is a real thing in Mythic Plus.
Serves no purpose.
Like, when can you get that? The first pull of Alg? Like, that shit is like not real. Was the EX boss TTS that you showed up? Dungeon boss, Shadow Pounce. There's a different TTS sound. It's probably says custom TTS if I had to guess.
Pounds. 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 Pounds.
I shouldn't have done that.
Pounds.
Okay. Nobody's even at the dummy, so I can't even show it. That's okay. Pounce. Overload. Dot.
Dot.
Pounce.
Bounce. Who's using slam? Dot.
Defensive.
Defense is fine for this. I'll just put beat.
AoE.
Void infusion.
I think I'd almost rather be the fucking name of the ability a lot of times.
Knock.
Knock is fine. Wait, you can type whatever you want now? Yes, you can. Is this shit an OP? Here, I'll update this entire thing and then update my profile real quick so you guys can download it. Notably, this shit is only set up for
Defensive if beam.
yeah, deal. Notably, this shit is only good if you are a DPS. I definitely not set up for tanks.
Defensive. Defensive.
I didn't like this on Gale Surge because it was really chatty.
Bleed. Add. Los. Line of sight.
Los maybe not be the con there. Surely Blizzard strikes this add-on down right and wrong.
Beam. Bomb. Mana bomb.
Good enough for me.
AoE.
Los.
AoE.
Uh.
AoE. Suck. Suck.
Suck. Would you charge $5 for a custom EX boss profile? No, I'm giving this shit. I'll give this shit away for free. No thoughts. But if you do enjoy it, I'll accept primes. What is this shit? Debuff soon.
Debuff soon.
Wait, what is this?
Fucking
Oh
hate
no, this is
Tells
the
being happy.
this is
What a dickhead. Fuck you, Tells.
wait. What's the fucking?
I fucking hate Tells being happy. What a dickhead. Fuck you, Tells.
Wait, what's? Hold on. Twitch. Windrunners. Spire. Wow. Is this the debuff? What's the fucking intermission ability called? Hold on, I'm looking.
Hey, we pulling? What's up? I'm Jim Fro, and this is our Mythic Guide to...
Muted. Why is this shit in fucking...
I don't want to be here
Fucking
anymore.
hate Tells being happy. What a dickhead. Fuck you, Tells.
Is this shit not named? I mean, is that right? Something's wrong. Something feels wrong about this. Burning Gale is the AoE. Okay. Let me enable this. I don't know why it's not enabled then.
Defensive. Debuff soon.
Why is it now in Chinese? Whatever, doesn't matter.
Grip. Defensive.
I turned off most of these, but I don't know. Intermission.
Phase change.
Maybe you're supposed to defensive this. I mean,
Defensive.
the way you kind of play, whatever. I'll put fucking defensive on it. Doesn't really matter. Actually, probably arrow. No, not arrow, but like a volley.
Volley.
One leap and I mean, you don't eat the leap is the thing, right? Like the way that you play that is like the tank and then one specific person is supposed to be eating the leap every single time.
Clear.
Okay, good with that. That's why I'm like, it's kind of like a
Root break.
something like that.
AoE. AoE knock.
Wait, what did they do? What did they do with Derelict Duo? I thought it had to be an existing sound clip. It got changed today, apparently.
Circle.
Voidshards live. It should not be yet.
Defensive. Grip. Debuff. Prepare defensive.
Oh yeah, this is definitely yeah. Okay. I mean, this is the only thing that you actually need to really be worried about is the fucking barrage. This thing is terrible. It's probably fine.
Frontal beep beep. Frontal beep beep, watch out, it's coming slowly at you.
Okay, I'll keep it that. That's good. W comms. Yeah, I got W comms by that guy.
Heal absorb. Damage amp soon.
Only for bosses? You think it's only for bosses? Oh no, the custom sound files are only for fucking bosses right
AoE.
now. Oh man, Madge.
AoE.
The Veniabus is coming.
Let me see. I downloaded the Causey's shared media, and so I've input a bunch of my own personal custom sound alerts for stuff.
AoE.
It looks like... Is this in English?
AoE，
Oh, never mind. No, not in English.
AoE，
AoE.
Alright, so it looks like the... Hold on, let me see. Is there an update? Curseforge. Oh, hold on. Let me reload real quick. One moment. How do you turn off their timeline bar? Oh, 1 second. I can show you how to do that. That's actually pretty easy. Settings, general settings, timeline display preset, high both. I also turned this shit off in raid. I disabled raid boss alerts because that shit was really fucking annoying. It's not on the daily reset. They just said it was going to be applied via hotfix later today. Which hopefully would be soon, but you never really know. Yep, I'm sold. I'm downloading this add-on. This add-on is fucking broken. Literally the most broken shit of all time. Nope, can't do it.
AoE.
I can't do custom TTS for trash sounds yet. Okay, well, whenever that gets set up, I'll also do that, because that shit is broken as fuck. Dude, the crazier thing, too, actually isn't the TTS alerts. It's the fact that you get cooldown on nameplates. What is that? How is that allowed? Conan Raider what? I don't know. Oh yeah, I need to update my biggest boss profile. Yeah, 1 moment. There. Updating it. Some of the TTS is going to be wrong if you just naked download this and you don't have the Causey shared media add-on downloaded. But the boss TTS at least should be correct now. Updated. Done. Export document, only 9 pages. Yep. And this add-on is broken. Because... Blizzard. Ellesmere have bags? I don't know. Yeah. I have a lot of shit turned off from Ellesmere. I'm not really sure. What was the shared media you had for this? Shared media underscore causes. This one. This is the one that I use. Are you using RQI? No, I'm using AJ's cooldown manager in the middle of my screen.
My far striders cannot hold back the
Dude, it's literally like I just cannot fucking fathom. Okay, this is also insane. So sometimes you might notice that the if you download EX Boss, you might notice the trash TTS doesn't work, or it's like incorrectly telling you what mob is doing what ability. I've noticed it happens in Pit of Sauron. It gets the Graveblade and the Lich confused. How it determines the mobs that you have pulled to do the cooldown on nameplate thing is it makes a best guess as to what mobs you are supposed to be in combat with. So it's literally fucking guessing. So sometimes it's just wrong. Which is really, really, really fucking cool. Completely useless. I would not be shocked. It's completely useless for DI. When does the 100% drop rate chance start? We don't know. Blizzard said that... We will confirm here when the hotfix goes live tomorrow. We intend to deploy a hotfix to adjust the drop rates later in the day tomorrow. So, I don't know. We don't know when. Definitely not in yet, but... Nobody knows when. Yeah, when's till later tomorrow. Whenever... yeah, whenever they get more Claude tokens... EX boss stock is blank? What? Am I fucking cooked? It's blank?
Hey there.
I fucking hate Tettles being happy. What a dickhead. Fuck you, Tettles.
It's there now? Okay, well, I'm buffering fucking Google Drive or something. Yo, think of it subs. Yeah, no, that EX boss add-on is diabolical. It's kind of crazy because I actually don't even think it's like that needed, given the current state of like the complexity in Mythic Plus I think is low enough to where you can get away without it. But like, why the fuck would I play at a disadvantage ever? Right, if something is going to give me a little bit more information and allow me to play, and allow me to do things easier, like, of course I'm going to take that, right? Supposed to be in the import. There's a little bit of weird shit with the Causey shared media. If you don't have the Causey shared media, it might, like, be weird on the import. I ruined Mythic Plus. Sound cues for trash are really good. Yeah, sound cues for trash are really good. And whenever they work, that shit is so fucking broken. It telling me when the Lich in Pit of Sauron is going to do the beam. Actually, it's like the sound cues are kind of... The sound cues are nice. The thing that I actually find to be the most overpowered shit is the trash cooldown on nameplates. That one is the one where I'm like, yeah, this add-on is fucking broken. Like, that is the one... More than the boss alerts, more than the trash TTS... The cooldown on nameplates is like, wow, this thing is broken. Yeah, Blizzard. Yeah, I thought that. I just don't. I don't know. Like, I understand why TTS is in the game from like an actual accessibility perspective, not like the fake accessibility term that people use. People love to also use just the term accessibility whenever they just mean easy, but I'm talking about like actual accessibility, right? Like people who otherwise couldn't play, they use TTS, and like that makes sense. I just wish it wasn't allowed to be like used by everybody. That shit is so fucking OP. And I think it honestly is like, it feels so separate from the game itself. Why is this lady in my ear saying defensive? It doesn't make any sense. How is it even real? Unless we're only streaming during wagey hours? I don't know. It's kind of why I like streaming. You mean all sound files as well then? Yeah, I don't think you should actually be able to edit sound files at all, frankly. Like, I don't think you should be allowed to have any additional sound files in the game. No dings, no dongs, no air horns, no TTS. Like, that to me was always, like, very strange. The English patch apparently got fixed the other day. It had a bug recently with, it was, like, disabling the trash alerts. So I turned it off. But I heard that it got fixed. But I haven't tried it since it got fixed. That might be something that you can mess around with. Okay, that's actually different than the actual TTS system. Yeah, I mean, I don't like either one, but I mean, of course, like, it's the thing, like, I'm gonna use them because they're really, really, really OP, and I don't want to use them, but the thing, I feel very strongly that I don't want to be a competitive disadvantage in any capacity, so I'm going to use them, right? If there's anything that I can do with my UI that is going to give me any sort of competitive advantage for not that much effort, I'm going to do that, even if I don't want to. Like, I think it's just really stupid. Different than the actual CTS system. Yeah, it's all... I don't like any of it being like an actual competitive advantage, right? And it feels so separate from the game itself. I'm just not a fan. It's just weird because, like, I don't play any other video game. You got like air horns and shit going off all the time. Kind of unique to WoW. PI is ready. But I think it's okay to not know when PI is ready, like, via a sound alert. Had flash trackers for one day and it got banned. Yeah, that was like, I remember that. That was like set 4, or season 4, or whatever. Curse... There was like Curse Voice, I think was the name of the fucking application. And it was like a beta locked application. And it had like flash timers, camp timers, in-game voice, and League of Legends was like, you're not allowed to use this, stop that shit right now. We're gonna start banning people for it. Native external buff tracking. Yeah, I mean, like, part of the problem too is that I think it's from add-ons, right? Like, if it was in the base game, so I wouldn't like it. I think it would be really stupid if air horns were in the base game. Like, really stupid. But, you know, I think it would make more sense. The fact that it's from add-ons makes it make even less sense for me. And now everyone has camp trackers anyway? Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that, like, putting it in the base game is different than, like, some people having it and some people not. I think that was the ultimate issue with the Curse Voice thing, was that some people had it and some people didn't, so it was like an insane thing. It was also locked behind like a paid beta by Curse, like it was ridiculous. I haven't thought about that in 10 years, holy shit. That was like a hidden memory that I forgot I even had. You use air horns by default. Can you actually use an air horn in the CDM? Is that real? Is that a real sound that you can even have? New alert, sound. Air horn? Does it work? Some fucked up air horn? What's it gonna sound like? Oh, I didn't press add? Oh, shit. Oh, add alert. I guess I'll get in a sec. Wait, you can click the next icon to test the sound? Oh, what the fuck? You can tell that I don't use this shit. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Yeah, okay, why is that shit in the fucking game? Why is that shit in the game, and then why do we need so many mods? Ugh. Like, dude, it's one of those things that, like, I agreed with all of the shit that they said about the state of, like, add-ons coming into the expansion, and hoped that they were going to do everything that they said, and they have just let me down once again. How's the joke go? I'm going to invite Blizzard Entertainment to my fucking funeral so that way they can let me down one more time? I will personally invite everybody. Didn't even do the damage meter correctly. Yeah, that one is a modern mystery. The situation with the death recap is truly a modern mystery. You can make your TTS guy speak its various European accents, too? Can you fucking really? How do you do that? I didn't add alert, but... You make him be Scottish? It's just basically not even English. Oh, your NSRT lady has a Polish accent. Make him Dutch. Settings? Like the actual game settings? Or like... Yeah, the death gear recap is broken on Salvar wipe and said my lock died to purgatory. So... Oh, on your Windows. Ah, yeah. Dude, that's crazy. I had a fucking Chinese language pack installed on my Windows operating system because during the beta there was like some add-on that I was using and it required like some fucking Chinese language pack to work. But I deleted that recently. Still not in English? Okay, well, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, so what you're gonna need to do is like, okay, say you go to Pitacera and you click one of the ones that's enabled. You're gonna want to like, I guess you're gonna be talking about the trash specifically. You're gonna want to like change this to LSM sound, and you're probably gonna have to like manually input some of them, right? And you can just use whatever you want. Kind of a pain in the ass, but I think the add-on is not the most user-friendly thing I must admit. Yeah, and then best episodes, yeah, good shit. Dude, I thought it was funny. Like, we didn't really know how it was going to turn out because it was such a different format. But I think that, like, the concept of, like, gun to your head, you have to debate against this point is really funny. Set it up myself. Oh, GG. What they fixing drop rates? They will be eventually. The left? Oh shit, left. Am I going the other left? There's a GitHub project that lets you expose modern, more natural, old Windows API so you can use them. What the fuck? That is a weird thing to be doing a project on. That sounds like somebody's college fucking capstone project. All three at the same time. Okay, so they probably want me to go all the way in the future. You can't mount. Is this better or worse than BFA Islands? Wow.
Suffer. I would hear your screams.
Gotta be worse, right?
Out there.
Yeah.
Feel their pain. There's no hope for any of you.
I think it's worse content. Got stuck in combat. Oh my god, I got one. I think islands were worse mostly because they were more required. If that makes sense. What are you guys still doing this? Well, because I wanted to turn on my Twitch stream and stream today, pretty much. Yeah, it wasn't made for a while. Yeah. Yeah, but they dropped from key/raids now? Not yet. That hotfix is coming later, but I just wanted to log in and stream today because I don't know. I like playing World of Warcraft. Now it's gonna be playing World of Warcraft anyway, so I may as well turn on my stream, yeah, and just yap while I'm fucking sitting here doing this for fun. The guarantee. What's the money back guarantee this time? And most of mine from normal. Yeah, I mean I got most of mine, right? I'm 3 away from having everything upgraded that I need. I do need crests. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my gear this week, but I need some crests.
I would hear your screams.
Billy's mage is 290.5. Holy fuck.
Or feel their pain.
290.5 just to not get invited to keys. Do you see other people? No. I think that shit's blocked by secret values, no? You can't murder him like that? He just said my entire guild also tells me that. The Blizzard's default damage or shit? Okay, well, let's see. Detailed information is secret while in combat. Why does it work for Blizzards? Is it not secret? Or is it secret only to Blizzard? So they're trolls, I think. Scan it in and add some buttons on top. That'd be crazy if you did that. That'd be fucking lit. Some sneaky way of skinning it. Hotfix still not live now. Maybe we gotta get Claude on that one. Bless me. Claude, please boost the Voidshard drop rate. Yep. Claude.
I would hear your screams.
Dude, I heard a stat that like 95% of Meta's code is now written by AI. Please put a stair in my Mythic Vault. Can they just do big layoffs? I mean, I think that I don't say. I don't know when the last time they did them were, but yeah, almost all the tech companies overhired during COVID and then have done since then massive amounts of layoffs. Meta products are dog shit. No, they're great. They have the best social media app in the world, Facebook. Yeah, everyone's been doing layoffs. I mean, Google's done infinite layoffs. I don't think Apple has, have they? I know Google has. But like pretty much all the big tech companies have been. I actually don't know if Apple did or not. Apple layoffs are very rare. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I can't think of the last time Apple did layoffs. Yeah. 2024. Gotcha. Yeah. Hiring needs bounced back to near pre-COVID last I checked. Ah, gotcha. I mean, there's always going to be, at least for the near future, there's going to be a decent number of jobs for programmers and software engineers. Even with Claude and his tokens. Not thousands. Yeah, like Amazon and fucking Google. I think Google cut 10,000 or something, right? Their layoffs are massive. Google layoffs. Like they riffed, I think they riffed like 10,000 people or something, which is fucking crazy. I think Microsoft did too. Bill Gates. Maybe it's when you play Prot. Well, I think the thought process with that was that like the company's overhired during COVID. And the landscape of the job market for CS jobs has changed a little bit. But I mean, there's always going to be heavy desire for software dev and computer science and programmers and that kind of ecosystem, right? That job is just very valuable in current day and age.
I would hear your screams.
The most interesting, I think, company in the last couple of years for me has been NVIDIA. How they've been actually having insanely difficult problems holding on to their talent because a lot of their incentive packages involved like stock options for their employees. And so now, since their stock has gone up so much over the last like 5 or so years, so many of their employees are just jumping ship. How do you get out of the gargoyles and pit? Nobody's ever in rescue range. Okay, so you immediately press Warnstone and then you rescue somebody on the ground. Or you just say, you press your push to talk button and you go Tigers Lust Me. That also works. I found that to be a very effective solution. And way less cringe. Let me just say, needing to fucking Warnstone and then rescue somebody is so fucking annoying. Just die and run back. I don't like that. I don't like that option. Yeah, chatting. Breath of Eons? I mean, yeah, you can't get out of it with Eons. I normally just call for Lust, Tiger's Lust. Yeah. Solo, it's Warnstone then Rescue, which is troll. It feels fucking terrible. Warnstone to a melee died in the swirly because I was still rooting to 21 goaded. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the problem, is like, your Warnstone's probably on your healer. And it's like, you're not exactly looking at where you're Warnstoning into. There's also the problem, too, of since you have to cast the Warnstone, there's a lot of times where, like, the Graveblade will be, like, doing the purple swirly ground effect, and you're just stuck. You're like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna die. You just, like, cheat death. Yeah, Freedom is sick. Die and abandon? No. Warlock port to pre-miss it is goated? Yes. So that is one of the things that I think makes the EX boss trash alerts. So if the gargoyle is working, so it does. Again, that dungeon, I feel like that is the dungeon that the trash cooldown on nameplate works the least in. If it is working on that gargoyle, the plunge down gargoyle on the leap, it is a huge fucking deal, especially for your warlock, but also for your demon hunter as well. So you know that everybody needs to be getting in melee. That way you can't grief your demon hunter's damage. Exclamation mark UI. You can get most of them. Drag me back down into the swirly. Madge, yeah. This wouldn't have happened if you were playing Havoc. Where do you think the 1% cutoff will be? 2021s or higher? I'm not 100% sure. I wouldn't be shocked if it's like... So, like, we're getting power in the 0.7, right? So, the Spore Gorger raid, whatever the fuck that thing's actually called, Sporefall, the Sporefall raid is coming out, and that's higher item level. And the I think we're actually just getting borrowed power in the 0.7 patch. 1v22s? The problem is, like, it's hard to know. What is 1% at right now? 19s? I wouldn't be shocked if it's like 200, or no, 200. Yeah, I would not be shocked if it's like 2 key levels below the rank 1 title, so like 200 points or something. Where are we at right now? Season rating cutoffs in a fake region, but in a 38-48, 36-15. So this is what 36-15 is what? Like 18 Brazil, almost, and that's like 19s and 20s. So right now it's what, a key level and a half? On average difference right now. Yeah, I would not be shocked if people are doing like, if like rank 1 is somehow 22s with the gear increases. So then the 1% is probably like what, 20s, something like that. $3,800 is like, it's like almost, so I think it was like 3850, which is like half 19s, half 20s, right? Because Brazil 20 is like 3890 or something. Like all pretty much 3900. No, they're not 100% yet. Yeah, 3880 is Brazil 20, apparently. I did not know that. But yeah, something like that makes sense. And right now, rank 1 is what? 3848, so almost Brazil 20. Let's quick farm for shards. I mean, right now it's rank 1 ritual sites, but I mean, after the patch, it's probably just... I think I would just do like my weekly keys for crests. Yeah, Brazil 19 is 3760. Could jump so much this week. Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's hard to really know. I would not be shocked if the rank 1 title is like 22s or 23s, maybe. The problem is our damage is going up significantly, but our survivability is not increasing by a ton. But survivability was the thing that was gating a lot of these dungeons anyways, particularly tank survivability and healing throughput. Healing throughput might go up a little bit. Tank survivability is not going up by much. With the so the reason for that is because we are gaining damage from the borrowed power that's happening in the 0.7, and the Voidforged weapons and trinkets don't give you stamina, so it doesn't increase like your survivability in any meaningful capacity. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if it's like 2 key levels different and like somehow 23s are the rank 1 title. But I think that the more reasonable, yeah, something like that. I mean, Resilient just does crazy shit to fucking the percent-based titles. You're able to just do such high keys. It's really, I mean, it's just really hard. But I think that the 1% title, not the 0.1% title, but I think the 1% title is always going to be puggable. Like, that's something that's nice about it every single season, is that it should be puggable by every class and every specialization. It is going to be hard, because season-long achievements are really fucking hard, and the grind is pretty fucking annoying, but it should be achievable through LFG, which I think is good. Have we not seen? We have not. We have not. Brazil was a failure. I think Brazil is like decent. I think it's just like it needed to continue to be iterated on. It just never was. Resilience is like it has very specific flaws, which the points like whenever it starts getting exploited, the key levels that need to be done for you to be able to achieve goals just is so much higher, and you're like, God damn it. Especially with percent-based goals. I think percent-based goals, it's like that's when you get it. That's when Resilient gets the most exposed. Whenever it's like static goals, like a 3400, I think Resilient is a system that is like 100%. It just makes sense the entire time. But the moment that you're looking at percent-based goals, then Resilient is like, holy fuck. Hate this system. Makes me mad. I don't want to do the first pull of Nexus Point anymore, man. Please, I don't care. You have War Within B-reses on your bars? Yeah, you can still use these. I use these.
I would hear your scream. My flames overwhelm you.
NA always feels dead in LFG. Yes, NA fucking sucks. Our region is terrible. Nobody plays. Nobody LFGs any key past like a 17. Our region is terrible. Our region's always been terrible for whatever reason. I don't even know why. We don't care. We don't try. Nobody just plays for the love of the game. People believe their keystone is worth more than it is. There's a shitload of 20+ in the ULFG. I mean, let me look. So we were at a pretty bad time of the day for NA. LFG. The unemployed are the only people that are on right now. Why still Wash? I was never nasty with it. Can't be Wash. When is a good time? I don't know. Probably when the wages are home. 6? 7? Does NA have more total players though? No. NA has 75% of the player base of EU, something like that. And of the player, I was talking about this earlier, and of the players that NA has, the population of the player base takes it way less serious than EU does. Just in terms of like of the players that we have, they are not willing to take it as serious, is a thing. For an American game? Well, I mean, I think that European gaming culture is just different than American gaming culture in general. Which is like a really weird thing to be like, yep, this is the reason. But I think that it's certainly part of it. You ever fix your terrible Mog? No. But don't they stick to 10s? I don't know. I think the wages are the backbone of the game. I know a lot of wages who get the rank 1 title every season. Like that Terrathal guy and that Greg guy. Those guys are probably some of the best players in our region, and they're wages. Trell, yeah, that Trell guy. That guy might be the rank 1 tank in our region right now. That guy's got a job. Gainfully employed. This guy's a full-time job. This guy's a fucking beast. These are Australians. Literally the fucking top healer in NA has got a job. What an absolute fucking beast. That guy's got... I'm pretty sure that guy's like full-time job is like a... I think he makes video games. I think that's Artemis's job. I know he's in software dev. I think he's a game developer. Why is the rogue rank 1 in NA? Because our region is fucking bad. WoW developer? No, not a WoW developer.
Suffer. I would hear your scream.
The rest is LFG. Yeah, like, I think that our region's best tanks are also not really willing to play the game.
Get out there or feel their pain. There's no hope for any of you.
What do you mean by that? Where's Nerf? Where's Dorky? Where's Yips? You know, Scott doesn't fucking play the game. Like our region's best tanks do not fucking play the game. Ben quit. Like Yoda. I mean, Yoda's still around. I mean, hold on. We can go back in like previous seasons, right? Tanks. Like what? Shadowland? Like BFA season 4? Holy fuck. Skylarked. I don't know where Frosty is. Budget Sense? Who the fuck is this? Does Sense have an alt? Yeah, Greg's not tanking anymore. Like, that guy's a fucking beast. Like, our tanks just, like, don't play the fucking game. T1, yeah, where the fuck is T1? Yeah, Nerf, T1, Dorky, Trell. Trell's playing, Drogo's not tanking anymore. So this guy doesn't tank, this guy doesn't tank, this guy doesn't tank. This guy doesn't do live keys. Like, where the fuck did our tanks go? Were there class changes supposed to... No. Not yet. Are the laziest creators for any game? What do you mean by that? Keggle's title arc? I don't know about that. Game sucks. We do not need Keggles in these trying times. No. That shit is... that guy's gone. Hit me up. Yeah. Game's good. Yeah, I think the game's fun right now, but like, yeah, nobody's... We just don't really have any tank players in our fucking region. Like, our best players are not pushing. Right? Like, it's kind of like how China fucking randomly will send their tier 2 and tier 3 teams to the MDI and the TGP. It's like, for some reason, our tier 4 tanks are the only people who are tanking still, right? Our tier 3 or tier 4 tank. Okay, there's Yoda, but like, we don't... Where the fuck did our best tanks go? And then Trell's employed. Like, what does our tank situation look like right now? Squish Vegan? He's good. Yoda's good. This Flippy guy's insanely good. And then Tien? Like, Nerf is back. I've seen this. Him and Fu are both like 4 KIO, so maybe they'll return. But yeah. I was looking at it earlier. We have 20 in our region. We have 20 22s done, and Europe and China both have like 170. Like our region is just fucking bad. Wife kicker. Yeah, that guy got banned. That guy literally got banned. I'm pretty sure he remade. Don't they push late season though? No, not really. I mean, look at last season. I'm pretty sure fucking nobody was playing last season. Holy fuck. JB into the season as rank 1 healer. Yeah, that guy's the GOAT. What do you mean? It feels like NA versus UFG is like -1 key level. Well, yeah, NA players believe that their key is worth more than it actually is. What's my key right now? Oh my god, Winter Rush 21. I need that. I need that for my set. My sesh today. Holy fuck. Yeah, dorky, like, yeah. NA people also refuse to play in a 5-stack, ever. Like, there's no 5-stack teams. It's like, people just do whatever the fuck they're gonna do. I need some crests. We haven't had a real 5-stack since the non-verb one. So, no, there was a Frosty... I think there was a Frosty 5-stack. The Frosty JB 5-stack, I'm pretty sure that was like a real one. But like, that's about it. There was the Growl... There was the Growl Dorky Drogo 5-stack in Season 1 War Within. That one was pretty good too. But like... Yes. JPC. Oh my god, bring him back. That guy's off grinding fucking RuneScape still. That guy needs to come back and save NA. Save our region. You're also automatically start getting short-term content? Yeah, it should. Megaset has a 5-stack, they just refuse to do the MDI because they don't think it's worth it. I mean, I think that they're... I'll say it like this. They try to be the best they can be. They're not trying to be the best in the world. And I think that there is a stark difference in the mindset, right? In that mindset. Was this Skyreach? For 1 season? Yeah, he was playing DK and he was doing infinite fucking damn. That guy's a beast. Techno and keyboard sounds. I think that JPC's mindset was actually what made him a very compelling content creator to me. It's like you're watching a fucking episode of Naruto, except it's JPC trying to fucking become the best rogue in the world. Just funny shit. Like it was like a mindset thing that's what made him such a good content creator. To get out of LFG? Yeah, I mean that's why I think the that's what I think that the 1% title is made for, right? The people that are like the Mythic Plus enthusiast, but like they either don't want to get out of LFG or don't have the time or something like that, but are still good and they want to continue to see themselves improve. What level is this? A 12? I'm not using fucking expensive consumes in a 12. What is this?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait, this is probably better than me getting a food buff.
5, 4.
Wait here.
3, 2, 1.
My duplicate. The Havoc Demon Hunter. Holy fuck. Huh? Fuck. Getting knocked by the Dread Raven, fighting back. Duplicate, man. Repel. I did not mean to press that. Run the circle twice. Yeah, what the fuck are we doing? Is the hotfix in yet? No. Oh, Nerda. Why wouldn't you just run with it and kill them? I have no idea. You don't want them to grief your aggro or something is probably the thought process behind it, but it is really fucking annoying for... I think everybody involved.
Defensive.
A change I made to my UI the other day changed something on my fucking nameplates that I didn't think was gonna... I didn't think it was going to. I need to change it back. Oh, Lura Slayers. Oh my god, congratulations, Nirda. Oh my god, congrats.
I will slice the flesh from your bones.
Hitler. I can retire? Yeah, when are you gonna become a Classic Plus main? Is that your strat now? When are you killing Lura? I don't know. We didn't re-kill Lura this week, so let me think. We just did we did everything through Bellerin. And we like cleared in like 2 hours maybe. Next week we're re-killing Lura, but there's only so many spots for like new people in that fight, right? Like you're not gonna have somebody new holding a seed and shit. So I don't know, I'll probably get my kill in a few weeks.
Bleed.
A not rating on retail main? Dude, why don't you come join Nerfed? Why don't you come on over here, big dog? You're like Arceus. Just becoming Mythic Plus players? Yeah. It's interesting, because I actually think that raid... I thought the raid was pretty fun this season. Like, I took a few seasons off of raiding, and then whenever I came back, I was like, wow, I actually like raiding, I missed it.
Targeted.
Bleed.
Log you kind of have to pad. I never really look at logs, personally, like, that is true. If you want to get really good parses, you gotta pad, but... Who gets this? Why is this shit just like way above their head? Maybe it's not a nameplate setting.
Ads.
Hard to know. Did I cancel my up people? How in the world did I do that? Which rank? Yeah, we just do whatever we do. We were looking at the sketch. It looks like we might be done in the middle of like June, or not June, July, getting everybody their mount, and then the raid is speculated to come out in like August 20 something, right? Also, putting BlizzCon in the middle of raid prog is real sad. I gotta say. There's sea guilds that recruit. I reloaded in the middle of combat and it was grief. Are there sea guilds that recruit / let players that are just focused on AOTC? Yeah, some... Most Hall of Fame guilds are looking for, like, warm bodies. Normally they just use friends for helpers, but... Yeah, I would say most Hall of Fame guilds are, like, looking for, like, warm bodies. I think he knew that he wasn't going to get gear. I would say Hall of Fame, yeah. Most cutting... I don't want to say most cutting-edge guilds, but I would say the majority of cutting-edge guilds don't do splits, and so you don't need a bunch of helpers for, like... You probably don't want a bunch of helpers. Like, the lower rank you are, the more annoying helpers could actually be, because they can grief you, right? That's kind of the thing with helpers, is like... They can grief the fuck out of you. Like, I was in, like, a split for Might during Undermine before I started raiding again. And, like, I don't know. I was basically there to just not troll. Ready for Fellowship? I saw that Fellowship was changing their gearing structure. I haven't looked at it, though. I heard a theory that Blizzard wants the race to happen at BlizzCon? I don't think that's possible. Isn't the raid somewhere in August and BlizzCon after? Yeah, BlizzCon's like the 12th through the 14th or something, and the raid is like speculated to be like August 20 something, right?
Add.
Oh, dude, I heard some tech about this Sunwing. I gotta try something. Classic plus height?
Add. Line of sight.
What's your hit rate on bonus rolls? Very low. I never get anything I want. I'm interested in trying Classic Plus, see what they do with it. I haven't been that into classics at all.
Add.
Alright. Next ad, I'm trying it.
Add.
I'm slow.
Line of sight.
But TBC, I'm not playing TBC. I'm interested in seeing what they're gonna do with Classic Plus though.
Add.
Let's attack. I think the TLDR is that like apparently if you stun the fucking ad, like the sun break ad, the moment it spawns, it won't AoE you, and you don't have to kill it. If Classic Plus is still classic leveling, retail players are going to drop so fast. I think it depends on what the content is. Because I think I can imagine a world where Classic Plus is like actually pretty fucking interesting, right? Even for retail players.
Defensive. Defensive.
Taking out leveling would ruin it. If Classic Plus has repeatable in-game content, I'm quitting retail. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that there's actually a lot of worlds where they can actually make Classic very interesting for retail players. Like, I think that to me, it's going to be really a question of like, are they going to create something that is repeatable in-game content? Because like for me, that would be like the fucking big selling point. That'd be like, I'm in.
Ads.
Like I'm down to try it. No questions asked. Surpasses retail? Do I see a world? I mean, I think it's possible.
Defensive. AoE.
I mean, RS3 is like fucking dead and OSRS is like giga.
Ads.
So like, yeah, it definitely could happen.
Knock.
Like, I think if Classic is kind of interesting because like what OSRS does is like OSRS is like almost its own timeline now, right? Where it has its own stuff, it has its own leagues, it has its own game mode, sailing and BS, right? Where like if that is what Classic Plus does, and it's like a completely like it's WoW, but it's a different timeline. It definitely could. Like Sod? Yeah. Because like what are the cool parts of Classic are the character progression, I think, is probably the thing that people like the most about vanilla. Sorry, I say Classic, I mean vanilla specifically. The character progression is the thing that people like the most about vanilla. What is the stuff that people don't like about vanilla? Well, they don't like fucking leveling. But some people like leveling, actually. I think that that's like actually a big... It's hard to not have the character progression without leveling. I don't know. I think if Classic Plus is like Classic except they have like brand new content, I think it would be fucking sick. Class balance in Classic? Yeah, that's true.
Beam.
But class balance is a static thing. And you know what you're getting, right? Like nobody goes into fucking Classic with the expectation of things being balanced because you know they're not going to be. Sod. Yeah, Sod I think is interesting. A more refined version of Season Discovery? Yeah. You're listening to Breaking Benjamin, you're already a classic player. Could be. But yeah, everybody talks about Classic Plus differently. Because everybody wants like very different things from it. On third boss, you could hard CC the Sunbreak ad as it spawns and falls. This causes it to become untargetable and not pulse damage on the group. You can still cleave it and AoE it for funnel damage. We've tested Deep Breath Stun, Sleet, Shockwave, Leg Sweep, and all of them work and bug the ad out if done correctly. The only minor issues, if it dies and gets rezzed by another bird dying, it will start pulsing damage like a normal ad, except it's still untargetable. Okay, that would probably wipe you, but... Let me see this. I mean, this is definitely worth it. Wow, it's just not pulsing on them. Okay, this is fucking sick. This is sick. Stun it before it lands? That's what it said. You can hard CC the Sunbreak ad as it spawns and falls. This causes it to become untargetable and not pulse damage on the group. Let me try this again, Skyreach. What was the timing like on this shit? What's Evoker stun? Is he still melee? I don't know. Does it matter? He's literally not pulsing on you. You just fucking do nothing to him. He hits like a frame perfect stun on this thing. Are shards 100% yet? No. Hello, Greg L. It does melee? Dude, that shit is so fucking OP. Tank getting threat on that's going to be kind of annoying, I think. I mean, if you can just sit there and not fuck with that ad and instead just hit the boss the entire time, it is like... I'm pretty sure that's like 20 or 30 seconds saved on that fight. Yeah, if you could get it with any stun, I think it's like always... I think it's probably always worth going for. Yeah, I guess if you just thrash, you get it. Probably the strat. Did you hear Elishan win? Dude, whenever they fucking bring back DRE, I will log back on Thor Loser whenever they bring back Deeply Rooted Elements. I'm waiting. They have made that spec sad. I want that spec to play differently than it currently plays. Spec made me sad. Dude, they made... I love the Ellie Shaman last expansion. Fuck, I love that spec. And now I do not love that spec anymore. That spec is sad as hell. What is this? What is this fucking... What do collectors want from World of Warcraft? What? What is this? Is a Wowhead fucking post? What is this shit? You actually brought THD just takes? Dude, I actually thought that was a... Okay, some people did not like that episode. I think that the episode and the premise is actually fairly interesting because we have to gun to our head, debate against some of our own thoughts occasionally, and I think that ended up being really fucking funny. Like, I think it actually... I heard a lot of positive comments about that episode. Although, if you read the comment section, you would think it's the worst episode of all time, but, like... I heard mostly positive things about it. I think it's good. Dude, Grau having to immediately reverse course and just like fucking starting debating against something like something he very clearly doesn't think is I was rolling. I was rolling whenever that shit happened. And that was really fucking good. I loved that one. I think it's good. Haters of yeah. Yeah, I do. But EX Boss apparently importing the profile is always like a bit finicky, whether or not it works. Sometimes it works. It works for some people. It doesn't work for everybody, though. It was entertainment. It keeps the can't believe tell said that guys and checks that you argue against your own opinions. Yeah, like spin a wheel, be like, oh fuck, dude. The one about add-ons, I was like, I don't even know what to fucking say, man. This shit is like the worst. Like this shit was literally the worst. Oh yeah. When's the drop rate buff coming? They just said later today. We don't know when. Like, it was originally pitched... Okay, so the premise of the episode was originally going to be we all bring one thing to the table that we would want to either add to the game or bring back from a different version of the game in the past, right? And, like, that was the pitch, right? That was... We were going to pitch WoW's best systems, basically, was the premise of the video originally. And then we were sitting there talking about it, and THD like had like a list of things that he liked and didn't like, and I was like, what if we instead do like this thing where we have a mediator and like somebody has to debate for and against these points, and then somebody awards points, and we were like, this seems a little bit convoluted, so we scrapped that idea and went with what we went with. It would be miles better if you actually had average WoW players a counterweight, so it's not 4 people with similar gameplay experiences. So the problem with that is like finding people. There's like a level that you need to. It's like a level that you need to commit time to, right? Like people might have their own opinions, but I think that there has to be a level that you commit time to the game to where you really think through lots of different like systems and things that are going on, right? Dude, that fucking going to McDonald's, I've never seen that. I was dying. It's the funniest shit I have read in such a long time. I was rolling. Yeah, like I don't think that my takes are like inherently correct, right? Like I don't think it's ever like that. It's more just like finding somebody that can articulate themselves in a manner that works really well and have thought through a bunch of different scenarios that works on a podcast is tough. That's why I think Farfa was a really good guest. Because Farfa's also a content creator, right? So he's content brained. Dude, that chicken nugget analogy thing actually had me fucking rolling. This was it. Holy fuck, I was dying. Imagine going to McDonald's to get a 4-piece McNuggets. You pay, you get your nuggets, and you're happy and all that. Then some idiot also gets a 4-piece McNuggets, but it McForges into a 12-piece McNugget with a soda and some fries, and you're standing there like a fucking idiot with your dumb 4-piece McNugget while she has more than you for some weird reason, even though you both paid the same price, but you're rewarded less because, wow, 2018 gearing. Ditch Titan Forging, War Forging, sockets, tertiaries, thanks, bye. McForged. Oh, fuck, that is a good one. Around the hornbow with WoW? Dude, I was thinking about Pardon the Interruption. That was something I had considered for a little bit, but I couldn't figure out a way to make the format, like, a little bit interesting. Yeah, McForge. Dude, like, Yeah, I had never seen that analogy before they started talking about it. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And I found it. I was like, what is this? Modern Yu-Gi-Oh arc win? I don't think I'm into modern. Dude, I will watch modern Yu-Gi-Oh sometimes, and I don't think I'm into the pace of play that game is at. It's kind of like... I don't know how to even describe it. New Ellesmere bags? No. Should I? My bags kind of are in shambles. Yu-Gi-Oh! Classic? Yeah, dude, I'll play Edison. I'm in on Edison format. Fuck it. Although I don't think Konami's in on Edison format, but I'm in. If they add Edison to Master Duel, I'll download Master Duel and I'll play it. That's probably about where I'm at though. In terms of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc. I have not played since Dragon Rulers, so I have not played in a fucking 100 years.
Defensive.
I believe that I double bombarded the Dreadraven. Oh, I did. That is over. Dude, I was thinking about this the other day. Making...
Defensive.
Somebody DM'd me something. Like a guy that I raid with DM'd me something about potentially putting like Focus Eruption on a bind, on a second bind. And that way I never fuck up my second bombard and accidentally put it on the wrong target again. You might be cooking. I need to consider that. That guy might have been onto something.
Knock.
I don't like the solid. Yeah, I think modern Yu-Gi-Oh is too combo-y, if that makes any sense. Where
AOE.
I think that the power creeping of trap cards and being able to like, I actually think link summoning has a lot of problems. While I'm sure for people who play modern Yu-Gi-Oh, they probably like it. To me, link summoning just seems like a huge fucking mistake and not something that I'm like super interested in. I also think pendulums are the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard of. That'd be helpful in huge packs. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think that might be the strat for me.
I will slice the flesh from your bones.
Sounds like you enjoy Magic more. I'm not like that into TCGs.
Bleed.
I was into Yu-Gi-Oh whenever I was like a very young child, and then I picked it back up probably when was Dragon Rulers? 2013 maybe? So I played it some then, but yeah, basically not since
Bleed.
then. That's Ellesmere UI. Hashtag ad by Bond. Have you rethought your take about Easy Mythic Plus is bad for replayability? No, I don't think so. Like, I think I probably didn't articulate it that well if that was like the point that I ended up making. I think it's like rewardless Mythic Plus is not very good for replayability. I think that's what I mean whenever I say easy Mythic Plus is bad for replayability. And I think that I think that there's something to be said about if a lot of people engage in Mythic Plus and they're supposed to be pushing keys. I'm sure for some people that's interesting, but most people only exist to do Mythic Plus to get gear rewards. And I think that if Mythic Plus is too easy, right, it doesn't push people, and it doesn't push people enough. Then they stop earlier, and you know the game is just less popular over time, and you know that's kind of the thoughts that I have on it.
Bleed.
Playability. Well, I mean, that is like a... I mean, WoW is a... I mean, imagine if every fucking League of Legends game felt the same. That shit would suck ass, no? You play a video game so you can play it a lot, right? That's like the core premise of a video game.
Ads.
Most matches do feel the same? Okay, well, I don't think that most matches feel the same, but like it's kind of like it's like the argument about a video game, right? Like, not a solo player, like, story-based video game, for like any massive multiplayer online video game.
Ads.
The anecdotal, but I have a friend group of civilians that get AOTC 1 to 2 months in the season and usually aim for 3K IO. They were done within 2 weeks of the season. Yeah, and I worry that those people quit the game, right? Like, realistically, that is the big concern, is that, like, I worry that, like, people who in other seasons would have played and stayed around for a longer time and maybe pushed themselves to, like, see new heights are instead, like, logging out. Because, like, my personal enjoyment, I think the season's been hella fucking fun. I mean, I made a video about it today. Like, I think that the season's been fun. At the same time, I've noticed my enjoyment tapering a little bit, but that's just how it goes, right? Yeah, everyone quit already. Yeah, exactly. Why are you farming Skyreach? I just want to try something. Dude, I literally just look at my phone, and I can see a fucking Growl is arguing with somebody in the comment sections of the bench, and the comment says, "WoW is becoming the Planet Fitness of online games." I don't know why Growl's battling people in the fucking comment section on our most recent pod episode. Holy shit, that is a good line, though. I just laughed and read that. What the fuck? That shit is funny. That is a funny fucking take. Season is good in general, but the low end is so easy it just becomes do weeklies for Vault immediately. Yeah, exactly. Which I think that it's like, I think there has to be concerns if you're Blizzard and you see that. Like, you're not creating an enjoyable experience. Instead, you're creating a product that's just a flash in the pan. Like, I think that they're...
AoE.
Sorry, I was reading fucking party chat. Oggles, you must have been pissed to farm all of that on day 1, only to see 100% drop rate a day later. Oh, I don't care. Is it patching for the Void Core? I don't think so. But yeah, no. I mean, it's just like, how do you create something sustainable if you're Blizzard? And like, as a player, like, I care about my friends' enjoyments, right? Like, I think that a big source of enjoyment for me is being able to play with my friends, and whenever my friends are like in and out of the game a lot, it's not that fun. Because, like, for me, I'm gonna be here till the day I fucking die. They'll turn the motherfucking servers off and I'll be there, but like, that's not how everybody plays,
AoE.
right? Yeah, like, I don't think that they need to be hard. Like, I think it needs to be... I don't think that, like, making everything super fucking hard is the solution. I think that creating an elongated gearing and progression curve that makes sense is the important thing. So it's why the 1% title and the 3400 achievement work really well, right? It's because those things give you something to do, right? Something to strive for, something to achieve. Without those things, you know, you do a 13, you do a 14, you're like, you know what? I've kind of seen everything I need to. And then you stop playing, right? And you stop logging in. And that to me is kind of sad. But like with the 16 achievements, maybe you would push yourself for a little bit more, a little bit longer, and it's a bit more gradual. But yeah, like, I don't think it needs to be like hard. Like, it just needs to be fulfilling. All right, let's try to stun this fucking ad. Gearing is elongated for most of the player base.
Ad.
Oh, I didn't have my fucking stun up. What the fuck? I didn't pips or anything. I didn't fire breath or upheaval. I didn't even get it in time. Lamau. Well, it's kind of like my friend Nerda quitting the fucking game. I like playing with that guy. And the thought that he's just going to become...
Line of sight.
That's still AoEing. The fact that he's just, like, thinking about becoming some non-retail guy just to only play Classic all the time makes me sad. Right? Because I want to play with him. It's kind of like the same way that all of my other friends over time have, you know, dropped the game. I got a... What was the fucking tweet? I got a tweet from... This is going to be a deep cut. For those who know, holy fuck, this is gonna be like a legacy name. I got a DM from Malvos on Twitter the other day. And he sent me a tweet, and it said... Hold on, I'll show you. I'll show you after this.
Add.
And everybody, like, the more the point is, like, everybody
sight.
has the friends that, like, quit the game, right? And I think that if Blizzard continues to make something that's, like, not that engaging, more and more people are going to continue to quit. It's kind of interesting, because I think that they've created a pretty good lobby game, but I don't know if that's what everybody wants. This is the tweet. That time of the year again, when I'm thinking about playing World of Warcraft but never actually played, just sit there yearning for the places that are no longer there and the friends that have moved on. I hope everyone has a wonderful life. And I was like, god damn, holy shit. He sent that to me, I was like, holy fuck. He just wants Tol Dagor back? No, that guy quit before Tol Dagor came out. I think that guy quit like after Legion was like over. If I'm not doing stuff on WoW, I'm TFTing. Yeah. Dude, I was reading the Titanforge Discord the other day, Titanforge Podcast Discord, and somebody was like, yeah, I can't really put my finger on it, but I never log in anymore unless somebody pings me in Discord. And whenever he said that, I just had a fucking revelation. I was like, he is absolutely fucking right. Like, that is, he's 100% spot on. I actually don't log in anymore outside of whenever people ping me. And I think that there's something that's lost there. Like, I want to play more.
Defensive.
Ads.
We need AP back. I don't know if AP is the exact solution, but I do think it's like the easiest thing to conceptualize, right? Or like from Blizzard, I mean, I think that they need to make really engaging systems.
Ads.
Because I think, believe it or not, Delves and fucking Prey and the Abundance aren't getting people to log in. Like, that's not the content that people are gonna get, that you're gonna get people to log in for. If I'm really engaging.
Ads.
I mean, I'm sure that really engaging means different things to different people, right? Keys and Raid. I mean, Keys and Raid are the most engaging, at least in my opinion. But I think it's also, like, creating
defensive,
interesting solo player content that'll get you to log in whenever you otherwise wouldn't have logged in, right? Not just to only play with your friends, but, like, how do you get somebody to log in on the non-raid nights, right?
No.
Like, what does that look like?
Defensive.
Like Titanforging the most? Yeah. I don't know. To me, it's just like... The thing that I've noticed the most that I think is a bit weird is, like, it feels all samey. Like, if things were, like, if there were big expansion level shakeups on the expansion launch, I wonder if I would have felt this way. Because I didn't. Because like whenever, I think Dragonflight's one of my favorite expansions. I think. So I started in WoD. My favorite expansion was Legion. My second favorite expansion actually was Dragonflight.
Beam.
I think that expansion was really, really, really fucking good. And it has most of the systems that we have today, but the only difference is that we've had them for such a long time, it's hard to be, like, that interested. But yeah, if the shit's been the exact same since Season 1 of Dragonflight, it's, like, hard to be, like, that interested. Why they never brought back Voidshards? They brought it back once, right? I actually think that the legendary system in Legion, I think that Blizzard actually kind of learned the wrong lessons from Legion specifically.
Beam.
Like I think that there was so much good stuff going on in Legion. If they learned different lessons from that expansion, I think the game would have gone in a much different direction. It's hard to know if it would have been better off for it, but I do wonder if they learned the wrong lessons with that expansion. Where's that bird?
I fucking hate Tettles being happy. What a dickhead. Fuck you,
I
Tettles.
thought my bombard and then the bird never showed up. No, I mean, there was a lot of problems with Legion legendaries.
Beam.
Elvox Z, thank you for the sub. I think there was a ton of problems with like Legion legendaries and artifact power at the beginning of the expansion and alt friendliness and stuff like that. But I think that I do wonder if they learned the wrong lessons. Like I don't think Legion was inherently a better expansion, but like I think it was the game definitely. I can imagine a world where the game goes in a very different direction.
For now.
Yeah, Legion legendaries were cool. The acquisition was fucking terrible. Like it was terrible. Like, the acquisition process was horrible. So hard to really know. I think that the thing that made legendaries cool though was that they were very, 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 very unique. Did you get a Void Core? No, not in yet. It's actually game changer. That add-on is insane. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, like Legion on launch was fucking insanely troll. Like, you could get so fucking griefed at the very beginning, but then by the end of the expansion, that expansion was insanely good. But I think the thing that they did that was the most interesting is they constantly pushed the envelope content-wise. Like, everything was... Void... Oh, fuck. What is this? Most of the best were just damage amp / increases. I don't think that's true. Most of them were incredibly unique in different ways. First off, there was a legendary that literally gave you an extra talent point, which was ridiculous. All of the Moonkin ones were unbelievable. Obviously, I played the most of Moonkin that expansion, but the Moonkin ones were unbelievable. I remember Affliction Warlock had insane ones too. There was like a helmet that was like an execute helmet that was pretty good, even though it was kind of generic. There was the corruption slow ring. There was, unique ones in like portal pants. That was situationally pretty good. The soul of the Arc Warlock, whatever the fuck that thing was called, was the legendary gave you a talent point. Like, that was ridiculous. Agony Shardjin Hood? Yeah, that's what it was. I thought it was an execute hat, but yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what made the legendaries really, or that's what made Legion really cool, is the legendaries, they were like the most insane cooks of all time. Genuinely the most insane cooks of all time. Oh, the talent ring gave you the execute talent as Zap. That's what it was. I'm using AX Boss for TTS. Seppu's secret? Holy fug. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, what spec did you play? Because I played Marksmanship, Hunter, Affliction, Warlock, and Balance during that expansion. And I remember all 3 of those specs had insanely polarizing legendaries. I thought AFs were really good. I don't know about the other 2 specializations. Priest? I don't know anything about Priest legendaries, frankly. Only 2 are usable? I don't know. Maybe Druid just fucking was diff. Druid and Warlock use so many legendaries. "100% corruption." I mean, corruption was insane cook too, but yeah. I just wish Blizzard would cook more. Ultimately, I don't think that they need to revamp legendary. I don't think they need to bring back legendaries or anything. I just wish they would really cook more with some of the shit that they're doing instead of trying to play everything super safe. Like, I don't think it's like, oh yeah, they have to do like insane shit. All right, I gotta go. Yo. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. JJ.